What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? 3 women were killed and 2 were injured in the young terraced neighborhood of Norfolk on Wednesday night in what police are calling a mass shooting. Police Chief Larry Boone said 5 women were shot and 3 of them died. They were identified as 42-year-old Deidre Brown of Suffolk, 45-year-old Nicole Lovewine of Norfolk, and 44-year-old Sarah Costine of Lithonia, Georgia. The 2 injured women, a 39-year-old and a 19-year-old, were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. On Thursday afternoon, Norfolk Mayor Kenny Alexander said one of the victims had been released from the hospital. In an update around 10:25 p.m. Wednesday, police said the simp who shot the women had been taken into custody. He was identified on Thursday morning as 19-year-old Ziante Brown Ricardo Palmer of Virginia Beach. He was arraigned in Norfolk General District Court on Thursday morning on 3 counts of second-degree murder, 1 count of malicious wounding, and 4 counts of use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. The super dummy is being held without bond. So what would make a human being participate in such a wicked act? The cops don't know exactly why he did what he did, but here's what they do know. According to police, the shooting happened around 6 p.m. Wednesday in the 800 block of Whitaker Lane. A preliminary investigation revealed that Palmer shot the 19-year-old woman first, then shot the 4 other women as they tried to help her. The 19-year-old was in a relationship with the beast. A neighbor who didn't want to be identified recounted some of what she saw. She said nothing they could do. They were shot execution style. They had just come home from work. An eyewitness said Palmer allegedly shot the 19-year-old in the shoulder after they got out of the car. As the mother approached the car, he shot her and her friend Dee Brown, killing both of them. Then, as Costine, the neighbor, responded to the gunshots, he shot and killed her. This is what happens when you have sperm donors instead of fathers. Dudes who can't get to their babies because they're either dead or have taken a penitentiary chance and gotten themselves locked up. And then you have those who are just suckers. I'm talking about the kind who they ain't got no trouble, ain't done nothing gangster or whatever, but they suckers in the sense that they are corny. They're cornballs, Not a square, because a square can be just a dude who just take care of his business, don't get in no trouble, handle all his family business, and coach, teach, counsel, provide, support. You can be a square. You can be a straight up gangster and be a square. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all don't hear me though. I'm talking about these cornballs though. Some of these dudes are cornballs. They're in the home, but they don't participate. They don't really get their kids any game. They don't have any game to give. They don't know nothing. So that's what I mean. More these cornball type dudes. Anyway, moving on, fam. And then you have those who come from a solid background, who have good home training, but they just want to do things their way. They don't want to listen. Don't matter. You can talk to them till you're blue in the face. They're not going to listen to nothing you say. They got to go out there and experience it for themselves. They got to. And let's not forget those who grew up in households with violent mothers. See, that's a part that we fail to talk about often. Those violent mothers. Which is where a lot of times these guys get that violence from. Mama's banging on them. And most of them will have enough sense not to swing back on their mother, but they'll swing on everybody else, because guess what mama tells them? Somebody put their hands on you. You know, you send them to the cemetery, right? And mama tried to tell them to Malcolm X everybody. So get everybody except me. So that has to be addressed. There are some violent mothers out there. And a lot of these violent tendencies that these men have, these young boys have, they got them directly from their mother. That's right. Because for a lot of them, the father wasn't in the house anyway, so they can't even pick up traits from the father. They don't even know what type of dude he is. Some of them never even met their daddies, but they know their mothers. And many of their mothers have neglected them, not taking anything away from the ones who take care of business. You know, I salute y'all. You know, I made a song about y'all. I give you all the recognition in the world. But the ones who are problematic, they need to be called out. They do not get a pass. They don't get a pass. This dude, I don't know what was in his little pissy brain to make him think it was okay to, first of all, just shoot a woman in the first place, shoot any woman in the first place, let alone shoot 5 women, killing 3. I would not want something like that as a man. As a man, I wouldn't want something like that on my record. You know how much of a sucker you got to be, a clown you have to be, to even kill one woman. To kill a woman, and we know it was out of jealousy. We already know she ain't want nothing to do with him or something. She probably told him, hey, I'm done with you. And rightfully so. Saw them violent tendencies. As a man, I would not want something like that on my record. I could not look in the mirror and be appreciative of what I see on any given day. Yeah, man, what you in here for? Oh, yeah, I shot 5 women. You did what? Yeah, man, well, I shot a girl, man, and her mama came running up there. Then I shot her, then her mama friend came, I shot her, then the neighbors tried to jump in, I shot them. You're a damn fool, nigga. You need to be in a cage. You're an animal. Uncivilized animal. He killed 3 women, shot 5 women. Imagine what he's done before that. Because you don't just wake up and shoot 5 people, killing 3. My condolences to the survivors, RIP to the deceased. They have a GoFundMe set up to benefit the Cossins family. Zionte Palmer, you uncivilized mutt. Your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.